Good morning. I am making a picadillo. This is a different kind of picadillo that I'm making. I'm not using potatoes in this one, but it's just beef, 100% beef. And so what I'm doing is I basically grounded up the pork. I think that's about, oh, I don't know how many pounds that is. That's a good, I threw it out, so I think that's about 3 pounds, three pounds of beef. And I sauteed in a little bit of oil. Make sure your skillet is hot. This is a cast iron skillet. And then I added some onions. I added 1 onion, minced onions, and then the bell peppers. The green stuff is the bell peppers. If you want to add some carrots, it'll add some sweetness. And some celery, that's fine too. If you want to add some potatoes to it, you can. It makes a great picadillo. Who knows? I may go ahead and cook some potatoes on the side and then incorporate them both and make burritos. I don't know. I'm thinking about making, I don't know, it's just a picadillo. And basically after I saute that, I add my mother's favorite, and we used this for many years, Las Palmas. And just enough to cover. And then I add a little bit of comino. Well, before I added the sauce, I added some salt, sea salt, I'm recycling this bottle. This is organic onion powder. Oh, I have to add some garlic in there. I thought that was garlic. So anyway, some comino, some black pepper, and then I'm going to go ahead and add some garlic to that. Yeah, sorry, my stove is a little dirty. I made a stock so it overflowed. I like making stock around this time of year. Oh, no garlic. Okay, so you add some garlic, and then I'm going to go ahead and add, add some of my salsa. See some of my salsa here? I'll go ahead and add that into, it's going to give it, that's like a jar. I made some salsa, and so I said, I'm going to add that in there. And then, because it has tomatoes in it. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of tomato sauce to that. And I'll probably be adding some more. Well, I probably will. I should have brought it out. So this is a quick, of course you can add some fresh tomatoes if you like, instead of the, but I'm doing this really fairly quickly. And then you just allow that to simmer. Make sure you taste. Make sure, yeah, let that simmer. Okay, and you do some cleaning up. Yum, that's good. But I still want, okay, I still want a little bit of bite to it. It's got a nice little bite in the back of my throat. Just a subtle one. It's not, you don't want to make it too spicy because you don't know how many actually can eat this. Spicy or not, and especially if you're going to do it for an older community. You want to make sure you add more tomato sauce, but you want to flavor it up, and that's garlic. I got some garlic, granulated garlic. You can add fresh garlic, but the granulated garlic is more pungent. Okay. So I thought I'd make a picadillo. What we usually do in our family, we use the shredded meat to make the picadillo. But I don't add all the onions, and we just add the powders, the chili, straight meat and chili powders and seasonings. That's how we made it. I mean, I grew up, my parents made it, and then I found out later, or my mother made it, excuse me. My father's from Louisiana, so his specialty is not Mexican food. His specialty was pretty much Southern Appalachian cuisine, where they ate possums and snakes and all that fun stuff. Anyway, so I add that in. I'm going to taste it again. Oh my God. Oh yeah. That's absolutely delicious. This can go into enchiladas, can go into burritos, tamales. I have a friend, she loves ground beef in her tamales, so I might make a batch of tamales for her. But especially for her, since she lost one of her babies. She lost her child. You know, tis the season. I don't have much, but what I do have, I do give. I love giving. It's my favorite pastime, I guess. I guess I might have inherited that from my mother. And my father. My father was a giver as well. Whenever he could. Whenever he felt like it. So, anyways, my parents are be gone 7 years. It doesn't get easier. It gets harder, of course. So, this is my picadillo. And like I said, you can add carrots to it if you want. You can add some potatoes. You know, if you have some frozen diced potatoes, you can just throw them in there. But I would use, go ahead and cook the potatoes and then add them in there. You can add them you can add the potatoes while after your meat is cooked, and then you add the potatoes and everything else. But, or you can really step it up a notch and cook it separately and then add it in, which gives it a whole completely different texture and a nice bite and flavor, and it separates, bringing those two together as you bite into your picadillo. And that's just another method or a technique you could use. Okay, so that's it. This is a great picadillo.